Hello, hello, and welcome everyone. Welcome to today's Zoom meeting. It is Saturday. Happy Saturday. Saturday Zoom meeting, which is Pin to Profit Power Hour. So I want to welcome everyone who's chiming in here on Zoom, as well as we are streaming in different places. We are streaming on my personal Facebook page. Welcome. Also in our group, United Minds International, as well as our YouTube channel of UMI, United Minds International. I am your featured presenter today. My name is Ronette Turner Corley. I am going to go over something that I believe is powerful. And I believe that most of you here started out the year already planning and having resolutions for wanting to bring in more cash flow. I mean, that is the number one resolution at the beginning of the year, every single year. And here's what I want you to know. I believe, as a matter of fact, I know we have found a way to help you earn thousands of dollars. Very simple by putting pen to paper. It's just that easy. Sounds kind of different, right? But I want you to know that thousands of people are doing that. Multiple thousands of people are doing that around the United States and Canada. And it's something that's been around for decades. So it's nothing new. Maybe it's new to you today, but you're going to learn a way to bring some serious cash flow into your household. And so I'm excited. So make sure you take some notes so you can get back to the person who invited you should you have more questions. Okay. So maybe you guys are familiar with this person here. He has, gone on to transition out of this world, but it's the late, great Zig Ziglar. And he is a motivational, inspirational, personal development phenomenon. He's left a huge legacy, but one of the things that he's left behind is this saying, and that saying is this: you can have everything in life that you want if you just help enough people get what they want. And my husband and I have always lived by that philosophy. Why? Because it's principle. If you serve the masses, you'll dine with the classes. That's another cliche. And I tell you, time and time again, it's gone to prove if you can help enough people pay their bills, your needs will be met. You will never want for anything if you can help someone else pay their bills. Okay, now we have been in direct sales. This is not network marketing. However, we've been in that space for many years. We met in the industry of network marketing. As a matter of fact, this is direct sales, and we've been in that industry, many, many, many years. But how many of you have seen where, in have been in a company or companies where you've excelled, but you've had a hard time duplicating yourself? See, that's been our position too. We've done quite well that allowed us to have sustainable income from home over the years. However, we have seen where the masses of people have had a difficult time being able really to create the life that they want for whatever reason: skill set, sales skills, even believing in themselves, right? But what I'm excited about is I'm going to share with you a platform where it doesn't matter. You can bring in thousands of dollars from home. You never have to share with anyone. And all you have to do is put pen to paper. And now you can bring in cash flow into your home and do whatever you desire to do with it. Now, what if there was a way where you can write your way to more income? I want you to know that's absolutely possible. As a matter of fact, like my friend Priscilla says, the power is in the pen. It really is. And if you can write, I'm going to show you how you can win. Now, I'm going to feature today a company by the name of Send It. You'll see why that name is so important. But when it comes to Send It, they teach a method of how you can write to billion-dollar corporations and be able to earn unlimited. Pretty much, you do it's whatever you decide to do. You can bring in cash flow into your home by doing this type of writing or this method, and being able to now benefit by cash flow coming into your home. Now, before I get into the information, I want to introduce you to the creator, or what we call the pay per letter program, Lisa Krimmel. She's also the co-founder of Send It Academy. She's a wife. She's a mother of 4 boys. She resides here in my backyard of Northern California. And what's really nice, she discovered this method 3 years ago. See, once again, Send It, it's only been around, you'll find out, for a year, but this method has been around for decades. And she discovered it 3 years ago. And in 2023, she decided to put it to the test. She said, listen, what if I wrote for 4 hours a day, 5 days a week, taking 2 days off for one full year? What could I produce? And as I said, she's a wife, she's a mother of four boys, so she's busy. She also has thriving businesses from home. So, needless to say, she didn't sit down for 4 hours and just, do some speed writing. It was throughout her day, in between her time and her lifestyle. But it was a total of 4 hours, and she did that 5 days a week. Do you know she was able to earn a little bit over $78,000 of extra income? Notice I said extra. I didn't say she had to quit her job. I didn't say she had to stop doing her businesses. It was in addition to what she was already doing. Now, let me ask you, how would you like to this year bring in even half that? Would that make a difference for you? Or would you like to bring in there are some people who are doing more than that. The choice is yours. But here's the thing, you have the ability to do that by your lonesome. If you want to share, great. But if you never want to share, Lisa did this all by herself by writing letters. As a matter of fact, I believe Lisa can tell her story much better than I can. So listen to this.
Hi, my name is Lisa Krimmel, and I am the co-founder here at Send It Academy. And I wanted to tell you why this is the program you've been looking for. So I want to give you a little background about me. For 25 years, I've been in the mortgage industry. In 2005, after having my third son, I decided I needed an additional stream of income. So I became an internet marketer. I had tremendous success between 2005 and 2013. But in 2013, I did decide to step away. And the biggest reason why I decided that is because I was tired of putting people into programs where there just wasn't duplication. I didn't want people to fail. I truly wanted people to be successful when I put them into programs. So I did move on. I became a drop shipper and FBA seller over at Amazon. I did $15 million in sales between 2013 and January of 2022. When Amazon impolitely asked me to leave because they no longer wanted to compete with us. So in February of 2022, I went back into the mortgage industry, saw there was a huge need for credit repair courtesy of COVID, and so I started my own credit repair company. In April of that same year, my cousin came to me because she knew that my Amazon business had gone kaput and asked me if I had ever thought about, an additional stream of income. And I said, yeah, I'm always interested in something. So she showed me how to write letters to casinos for $5, and I jumped in with both feet. That first year from May, I started actually in May of 2022. I started writing, started with 50, then 100, then 200, built myself up to 300. But more importantly, that first year, what I did was I worked on converting that out. I'm not a huge gambler. In fact, most of the time when I go into a casino, I take a $100 bill and my objective is to leave with the same $100 bill. And so I really did perfect what I like to call the art of conversion that first year. And so in 2023, I decided I was going to go all in, and I made a commitment to myself to go ahead and write 300 letters every single week for the entire year of 2023, which I did successfully do. And I made just a little bit over $78,000 writing letters in my spare time while I did my other business, which was credit repair. In November of 2023, I was at a wedding where my sister, who is also a writer, her daughter wanted to be able to move out. And I said, well, let's get her writing letters, which made me come up with the idea of paid per letter. So I got together with my sister. She created the videos. I did all the verbiage. We put the program together as to make it as simple as possible so that everybody could win. And that's what I love about this program is if you can write, you can make money here. You don't have to go out and recruit. You don't have to go out and sponsor. You just have to write. So in December, I built out the program, called up a friend of mine because he had some amazing software that I was interested in, and I showed him what I had, and he was like, I want in. And I was like, okay, let's do this thing. With his marketing ability and this program, we could take this far and we could really help a lot of people. So that's how Paid Per Letter and Send It Academy was born. And I just want to let you guys know that this works for anybody, no matter whether you're 18 or 80. And the reason I know this is my fourth son turned 18 in February. And the day after he turned 18, he got verified at one of the casinos, immediately started writing. Well, a couple weeks ago, he got his first drop, $700. He came to me, Mom, how do I get it out? I said, you got to convert it out. Let me show you. And so I showed him my method, and he was able to convert that 700 into $683. That's more than he would have been paid in 4 weeks for, minimum wage, working, the 15, 20 hours that they would give a kid his age. So am I happy? Absolutely. Should you be happy? Absolutely. This program can change your life. All you have to know how to do is write. Can you write?
Now, I don't know about you, but my husband and I got a chance to hear that very short time ago. We've been involved now about 60 days. And when we got on a Zoom with Lisa and she started to tell us her story and exactly what she did, we knew we had found it because we wanted to put ourselves in position not to just create income for ourselves, but to be able to do what we've always wanted to do. And that is to be able to help the masses, create income. And here at Send It Academy, you don't have to be creative. You don't have to have any tech skills. You don't have to have any sales skills. All you do is follow simple instructions and you will make money. It's that simple. Now, let's talk about the company itself. Send It Academy started and launched in January of 2024. So now we're into one full year. They are a Nevada-based company. And what they do, they teach you how to write letters to billion-dollar corporations, including gaming websites and casinos. Okay, now the majority of these corporations, they pay their users in online coins, aka sweeps coins, or as in sweepstakes. And what you'll do, you'll convert these coins into cash via online gaming. Now, let me stop there and say this. This is not a program that teaches you how to gamble. That is not the process at all, right? What it does, it teaches you Lisa's method. Lisa, during her time of learning this process, she discovered a method that it's taught here that teaches you this conversion process, which helps you retain most of these coins. And then you can cash out into your bank account. As a matter of fact, on the low end, it's 90%. You heard her say her son got like $700 and ended up with 680, right? So here's the thing. She knows a method. She created a method that's worked fail proof. And at the very least, you'll end up with 90% of those coins at the conversion process. We have people ending up with 100%, 120%, 150%, 180%, right? We're seeing all kinds of percentages, but imagine at the very least you're getting 90% of the coins that you get dropped into your account. And after this conversion process, you're able to cash those out. It's amazing. And that process is only taught here at Send It Academy. Now, before I go any further, part of this process includes gaming websites. And if it conflicts with your personal or spiritual beliefs, then this may not be for you. But I want you to stick around and I want you to hear the information because we do have other digital products that may resonate with you. Also, if you like to share, there is a generous affiliate program available. And so if you know someone else who wants to write and convert these coins into cash, as you share with them, you can also put yourselves in a position to get paid. Now, let's talk about the longevity. This is the part I really, really love. Why? Because Send It has been around a year. But this method of writing, do you know it's been around for 2 decades? That let me know when I found that out. Like there are things, there's no shortage of opportunities out there. You just have to know where to look. Okay. And here's what I want you to know. Send It has no affiliation with these casinos and gaming sites at all. So if you called up a casino and say, hey, I'm a part of Send It, they're going to say, who? Why? Because they have no affiliation. All they do, they have created a platform that teaches you how to do it successfully. That's it. Okay. Now, technology has made things easier. No longer do you have to wait for floppy disks, CDs in the mail, or even talk to anyone. Everything with this process is done online digitally. These multi-billion-dollar enterprises are not going anywhere. Sometimes I get Ronette, because of the amount of letters that are being written, do you think it's going to be saturated? Absolutely not. Remember, Send It has about 26,000 people that have enrolled in over a year's time. That's very little compared to the thousands of people who are already doing this process, okay? It's 100% legal, and these corporations are government regulated. Let me explain to you, because sometimes, because sometimes people are not familiar with things, they like to prejudge things or think they're not, really real. This is legal. It's called AMOE, Alternative Method of Entry. Have you ever gone into a casino and you've seen, them offer free coins, free chips, free rooms, free dinners? Those are all what we call AMOE. By law, these casinos have to offer this way to have a way for you to enter the establishment other than the gaming, right? And so the online casinos, they're regulated the same way. In order for their doors to remain open, they have to offer this AMOE. So a way of doing that is allowing us to be able to send in these letters and requesting to be a part of their sweepstakes program. In turn, they reward us by giving us coins, and they get rewarded. How? Because every single letter we write in, do you know they're able to tax deduct that? So they get the tax deduction. So they get millions of dollars in tax deductions because people are sending in these letters. And that's how that works. So it's, once again, it's 100% legit, legal, and it is regulated by the government. Now, what happens with this letter writing? How do we earn writing letters? Let me stop right here and say, when I first got a chance to hear this information, I thought we wrote out an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. But no, ladies and gents, let me show you what the letter looks like. It's a 4x6 index card. Can you imagine that? A 4x6 index card. And all you're going to do is write on one side with two sentences and a special code and your address at the top. That's it. And every one you write, you get paid $5 per letter. Is that incredible? It is insane. And I'm absolutely loving the fact that now Send It Academy has made this known. But you know what? There's not enough people that know about it. That's why we are on a mission to make sure people understand that you can turn your TV time into making money time. Because guess what? You can sit down and write these cards like I do. When I'm watching Netflix, I don't watch it for free anymore. Most people are watching it for free. Now I get paid when I'm watching Netflix because I can fill out these cards as I'm watching and now get paid for $5 per card. Can you write? Absolutely. If you can write, you can't scribble your way to success, right? It has to be legible. But if you can write, you can win. Now, can you do this outside of Send It Academy? Absolutely, you can. There have been many people to try to do that. This is not just a Send It Academy thing. But let me tell you why you want to be a part of Send It. It's because every period has to be in the right place, every T has to be crossed, every I dotted. If a comma is in the wrong place and you send it in, guess what? Your cards, your letters will get declined. So the reason why this is so incredible is because you don't have to do all the work that Lisa went through to figure out who to write to, what to say. I mean, all the information is there, but you would have to do your own due diligence. Who has time for that? In addition to that, even you may find out who to write and what to write, but you will not learn this proprietary way of being able to retain 90% at minimum of your coins. And so that's why Send It has something special here, because they're going to teach you exactly what to write. It is fail proof. I mean, literally down to the comma and the period, they teach you exactly what to write. And then they teach you who to write to. So you have all your addresses of all the different ones you're going to select and write to. And then here's the one that I love the most. They check your work. You have more eyes on your work. So you send in your template and then they'll tell you, hey, looks good. Go ahead and send it that way. Hence where the name came from. Now, that is big. You can't imagine the amount of mistakes they have found. And if people would have sent that in, it would have got declined. So imagine now you can send your letters in with comfort, knowing that you're going to get paid, with confidence, knowing that you're going to get paid because it's done correctly. Okay. Now, these must be handwritten by you. They cannot be typed. You can't have your daughter or son do it. I've had someone say, I'm gonna have my daughter do it. Well, she's gonna do it the entire time because I'm telling you, it has to be done by you. You can't hire someone on Fiverr so they can do it. Why? Remember, this may seem like, oh, we're just writing letters, but it's government regulated. Things have to be done in a certain way. And one of the requirements, they must be handwritten by you on your account. And they will monitor that time to time to make sure the handwriting is correct. Believe me, they know people like to slide under and like to do all kinds of things. And let me tell you, there have been people who've gotten their accounts shut down. And that's like shutting down the cash cow. Because remember, Lisa has already earned over six figures in the last, 3 years. So imagine if an account is shut down, you're really disconnecting your way of earning cash flow into your home. So make sure you just do the right thing and you'll continue to get paid over and over and over again. Now, you earn credits into your gaming account 8 to 12 weeks in the United States. Canada's seeing an average of 12 to 15 weeks. Ronette, are you saying that I won't get credits for my letters until at least 8 to 12 weeks? That's exactly what I'm saying. Let me explain how that works. You have to build up your pipeline. Everybody goes through the same thing. This will be the longest you'll ever wait. Let me explain how it works. Now, you have to build up a pipeline, or what I like to call priming the pump. Have you ever seen anyone who draw water out of a well? They got to continue to prime the pump, right? And priming the pump for us means writing letters. So when you first start off, you're writing, you're writing, you're writing, you're writing, you're writing, you're writing. And then what happens once you get your first drop with your deposits of coins? What's going to happen? Now you got that first drop. Now the letters that you've been writing, you're going to start seeing drop after drop after drop because you got more letters trailing. The only time you have gaps in between is if you're not consistently writing. So people who have gotten drops over and over again since they've started the beginning of January 2024 will tell you, just keep writing. Now, why does it take so long, Ronette? Well, this is what happens. It's a process. Let me share with you how this works. So what you're going to do, you're going to fill out your card exactly what they tell you what to do in the training. You fill it out, you put it in the envelope, you send it off, right? Now, it's going to go through the postal channels, and then it's going to end up at a P.O. box. If you know anything about big corporations, they do not pick up every day at P.O. boxes. They pick up sometimes once a week, twice a month, sometimes once a month, right? So now let's say they have your letters and it goes to the final destination. Now they're going to scan everything in to make sure that your letters are correct. And then you're going to go into a waiting pile until your number and your batch comes up and you're waiting with thousands of people. You see how that can take some time? Absolutely. But here's what I want you to know. Once the faucet comes on, it's just going to drop and drop and drop and drop and drop. And you're going to see it consistently. And that's how people are earning thousands of dollars per month, is that they're writing consistently and they didn't stop in the beginning. And now it's just coming in like clockwork. You can work from the comfort of your home or from anywhere. I've had people work at the park. I've had someone who was writing while her granddaughter was getting her hair braided. She made $200 pretty much. She wrote 40 letters. I'm like, wow, that's great. How many of you are waiting for someone and making money like that? 4 to 6 minutes it takes, depending on your writing speed, to fill this out from start to the stamp on the envelope. I have noticed my speed have gotten faster. Why? Because muscle memory kicks in and you're writing the same thing over and over and over again. It doesn't change. So sooner or later, what happens, you'll start to memorize, where the comma goes, where the period goes, and you'll get much faster. Now, who is this for? It's for everybody. But to break it down, stay home parents. Imagine someone being at home and they want to raise their kids instead of the babysitter doing that. And they want to be able to spend more time with their children and they're at home. Imagine being able to write letters and earn income. Okay, I saw a mother and the daughter she took a picture of her little 6 or 7 year old daughter, and she's had some envelopes in her hand and she said 50 a day keeps the 9 to 5 away. And I tell you, that's very true. And so many stay-at-home parents are understanding they can do this now from home and be able to contribute not only to the household, duties around the house, but now income as well. Retirees, we're so excited that my mother-in-law is involved and she is writing letters. She is making more doing this at home, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, whatever her heart desires, as many as she can write. She can do more at home than she can be in a greeter at Walmart. She really can. And we're also happy because it's safer. for her to be at home, sitting, watching TV or whatever she's doing at the time and being able to write her letters. Do you have any students, any college students that need extra income, that maybe have a hefty college load, but, curriculum, but however, they need to make more money? This is a best way for them to do that in between classes. Now they can fill out a few of these, 10 a day, 5 days a week. Taking 2 days off is $1,000 extra a month. Makes a big difference, right? Anybody looking for extra income. And you don't have to be someone who's, just needing extra income because it's real tight around the house. I have people who it's gravy money. How would you like to take that money? I have some people who trade. And you know what they do? They're excited about writing because now they take that money, they have more money to trade with and put out into the marketplace. Or even people who are buying digital assets like crypto. They're taking their $4,000 or $5,000 from here and buying more digital assets. So it's whatever you want it to be for you. Must be 18 years of age in most states, reside in the United States and Canada. Now, because it is government regulated, there have been some states that does not participate, and that's not send it. That has everything to do with those particular states. If you reside in Washington State, Idaho, Michigan, Montana, Nevada, or Connecticut, and if you're in Canada, the province of Quebec, unfortunately, you cannot participate in the pay per letter method. And that's because those states have decided not to participate. However, we do have other digital products, so stay tuned because I can introduce you to other ways where you can earn income, or once again, you can share with others who are in states that it's okay to write in, and you can still get paid that way. Now, how much do you want to make? Totally up to you. Once again, 10 letters a day, 5 days a week. You can do it 7 days a week if you want to, but as an example, 2 days off, $1,000 per month. Lisa was doing 60 letters a day. She did that for a full year, 5 days a week, $6,000 a month. Okay. But as you heard, because of her conversion process, she made over $78,000. Here's what I want you to know. It's totally up to you. If you're very busy, I was telling someone the other day, I said, listen, if you have a $600 car note, do you know 4 of these written out a day, 20 minutes a day, will give you $600? That's amazing. So 4 a day keeps a $600 car note away. And you can do it in between your lifestyle, whatever you're doing. I have committed to 25 a day. 25 a day, 13 in the morning, 12 in the afternoon. Very quick to get through. It does not take a long time whatsoever. That's $3,500 additional coming into our household. And that's independent of my husband who's doing his own letters. So as you can see, it can become some really serious cash flow just by you sitting down and putting the pen to paper. It's really the simplest thing I've ever seen for someone to be able to create some additional cash flow from home. Now, these are real people, real results. These people are excited. And why are they excited? Because they know they have found a way to now be able to bring in additional income into their homes, and they can do whatever they want with that income, and it can make a difference for them. Now, take a look at some of these success stories. You'll see here, these are some of the cash redemptions that some people post. On the left-hand side, you'll see I'm so grateful for this opportunity. It's been such a blessing for my family and I can't wait for more people to come on board with this. They've redeemed $508 as well as 151. As an example, in the middle, you see someone posted 462. On the right-hand side, you'll see they got a drop of 226, but after the conversion process, they converted to $414.70 that's going in their bank account. You see how that conversion works? It's pretty cool. Now, this other way really warms my heart because you get a chance to really feel how people feel emotionally and how it's making a difference. On the left-hand side, you'll see someone posted, trust the process, believe in the process. I lost my common law husband of 10 years, almost 2 years ago, to a massive heart attack. It's been a struggle to keep a house and family supported on one income. After weeks of skepticism, I took the leap. Sending my first batch, meaning the letters, on October 17th. First drop was 11 weeks and 5 days later. And they started out with 309 coins got dropped into their account. And after they converted it, they took 309 and they was able to put 406 into their bank account. Can't wait to see where this takes me in 2025. Thank you, Cindy family, for giving me a chance to find my own way. Folks, it's changing lives, okay, by the stroke of a pen. In the middle, tonight I paid off a credit card, all because of this gig. I'm still in shock. One down, two to go. $3,000 done. I don't know about you, but $3,000 paid off any day is a great day. I'm in tears on the right-hand side, she says. $2,238 going into that person's bank account. I mean, that could pay someone's mortgage payment. So as you can see, this gig is making a difference for a lot of people. And what I love about it, it's totally up to you. I've seen testimonies where people say, I got 10 bucks. And then I've seen where people are making $10,000 a month. What I love about it, there's no letter shaming here, right? It's whatever you feel like you need to write or not write. It's totally up to you. You have 100% control on what you want to do here. Now, this is our product line. We have pay per letter. That's what I've been talking about, where you can send in these letters to these gaming websites and casinos. Trust formation is another digital product we have. We have third people who've been doing trust work for 30 years plus, and you can create your trust. They teach you how to live within your trust. Lots of tax advantages as well as protection, right? And so those two are only for the United States and Canada. The other products we have, if you're outside the United States and Canada, are worldwide. Okay. Build savings, teaching you how to be able to have, massive savings on your everyday household bills, digital business cards, credit repair coming soon. If you talk to or heard Lisa, she has a thriving credit repair, a multiple six-figure annual credit repair business. That's coming soon, where she's going to teach you how, if you need help with your own credit, but also how to help others. There's a lot of money in that today. How about Amazon course? To me, that's my favorite outside of pay per letter. Why? Because Amazon works when you're not working. You can go to sleep and Amazon is still working, right? Did you hear Lisa say over a 10-year period, she did $15 million in sales? I don't know about you, but anyone who's done $15 million in sales on Amazon is someone I want to learn from. And I have that course. All right. And not only is she teaching, she's done hundreds of thousands of dollars annually in income. She's teaching that course, showing you exactly what she did. There's people who already are having sales happen because of that course. How about book publishing? Do you have a book in your head, hasn't been released yet because you're not familiar with how to go about it? Guess what? That course is taught and people are writing their books and getting them published and out in the marketplace. Intro to Crypto coming soon, and travel deals and many more coming. So as you can see, we have a very hefty product line. And you know what I love about it? It's all digital. Everything's online. Okay. So everything's online. Let's get back to the pay per letter. There are 9 lessons, takes you about 30 minutes. I looked at it one time, I studied it once, and then I did it again. And then I started putting it to work. Okay, so it's all on what you want to do with it, but it's so crystal clear that my 8-year-old nephew could look at it and know exactly what to do and how to do it. You have community support, you have template approval, and you also, can send your letters in the correct way when you become a member. It's $224.99. Man, that is a bargain price. I promise you it is. It's a bargain price. Why? Because it includes $199.99 setup fee that you pay one time. That's just to set everything up, right? And then it includes your first month of $25. There's a subscription that you pay of $25, and it's so worth it. And there's no contracts. You're not under any contract. You can cancel that at any time. But if you want to be successful bringing this income in, why would you cancel the $25? Let me tell you what it pays for. They have a legal team. They have back end support. They have people who looks at the terms and conditions of all these different casinos that we're writing to. That makes a difference. Who has time to do that? Let me tell you, there was one of the smaller casinos who decided to pull out of Canada. We got the notice right away in our community. We have right now about 18,000 people in our Facebook community. We got the notice right away. Hey, this particular casino has pulled out. You have 30 days. Do not write to them anymore if you're in this area. And that made a difference. Why? Because had someone been on their own and they not had access to that, and if they didn't look up the terms and conditions, which changes all the time, and they started writing, all their work would have been null and void. But because we pay the $25 per month and we're part of the community, we get all of that ongoing service as a part of the community. So the $25 is necessary and so worth it. Okay. That's how that works. Now, it's just that simple. All we do is have a course, takes about 30 minutes. You can look at the course over and over and always refer back to it, but it teaches you how to effectively write to these billion-dollar corporations with a system that's been around for over 2 decades. And they teach you how to write to them effectively and do it successfully so you can follow all the rules, so you can have this cash flow coming to you over and over and over again. It's that simple. I don't know about you. I've never seen anything so simple to bring in cash flow, period. Right. And you don't have to share, you don't have to tell anyone. You can do this all by yourself and bring in thousands of dollars per month. But if you're like my husband and I, we feel like this has been such a blessing. We didn't want to keep it to ourselves. So, guess what we started to do? Share it. Now, you have to be a member first. And if you wanted to share, you can upgrade to share. Okay. Now, how do you upgrade? Pay a one-time $20 fee. That's it. They could have did that monthly. Nope. They are so for the people. They just want everyone to win. Now you can get a link that goes directly back to you, and you can earn by sharing and helping others and get direct and residual pay. The nice thing about what we do is that when we earn the commissions for writing the letters, the casinos pay us, right? That's how we get paid, is through the drops of the coins, and then we convert it. So they pay us. But when it comes to the affiliate program, that's paid by Send It. Okay. And so there's 4 different ways we earn income. I'm going to go through that really quickly. The first way, before I get into that, remember how you qualify to get paid is $20 one time. Now you're able to now start sharing. Now, how do you get paid? Let's say you got me involved and I paid my $224.99. Guess what happens at that point? The following week, you get $105. See, that's what I like about it. That's independent of your letter writing. And while you're building up your pipeline, you can be earning right now weekly income. You get 5 people started, you earn $105 times 5. See how that works? Now, what's nice about it, the $100 happens one time, but you know what? With the $5 per month, every time I pay my $25, you get $5 every single time. So imagine having 5 people involved that you got started. That's your $25 a month taken care of right there. Okay. Right there. Now, the next one we get paid is what we call a matrix pay. I absolutely love this way. Why? Because it's a 3x10 force matrix. What I love about a true matrix, I've heard some people call things matrix, but if you got control over that matrix, it's not a fair way to get paid, right? It's really not. I love when the computer makes the decision, not people. You can't have someone place you in a certain position. You can't have any favoritism because you might like this person other than that person. This is a very fair way to get paid because the computer does all the work. It just goes from left to right to left to right, from company down, the next open spot. That is a fair way. Okay. Now, you earn 50 cents per month for every person in your matrix. Even if you did not share, even if they're not direct to you. That's what's amazing. Let me share with you how it works. So it's 3 levels wide, 10 levels deep. A filled up matrix is $44,286. Every time someone pays their monthly subscription, if they fill in your matrix, you're going to earn 50 cents. Now, 50 cents may not sound like a lot, but I'll tell you this, what I know. There are some people on our team, because my husband and I are very dedicated to filling up this matrix, because we believe this should become a household name, and we will make more impact with this with anything we've ever done. Why? Because it's simple and everybody can do it. Almost everybody can write, right? So imagine there are some people, we've just been in now 60 days. You know, there's some people who are pretty much taking care of their 25 monthly subscription just because they're in the way of the matrix and people have fallen in their matrix. Can you imagine that? And they haven't shared it with anyone. So imagine when you're part of a fast growing team on the way to $44,000, imagine earning 500, an extra 1,000, extra 10,000. It's happening, and it will continue to happen as we continue to build this. So that's how that works. Now, the last way is pretty cool. It's a direct matrix match. That means anybody you directly refer, you make 50% on their matrix pay. So imagine you referred my husband and myself, and our matrix pay got to $10,000. You would earn $5,000 just based on the fact that you shared it with us. What if you shared 10 more people like that? It would be 50% on every 10 their matrix pay. There's a lot of money in this compensation plan. And here's what I want you to know, that's independent of you writing. Now, you don't have to share, but if you choose to share, it can get quite lucrative, even on the sharing side. Now, what comes with you being a promoter in your back office? What do you get in your back office? You get tools, capture pages, landing pages, follow-up emails that happens when someone logs in. Basically, you get a link that does everything for you. You don't have to be tech skilled, just have a link and they can see the comp plan, they can see a presentation as well as enroll. That's one of the landing pages that you can put out there, as well as an example of another one. And it's just that simple. There's no moving parts to this. There's no gotchas or I mean it's so simple. It's amazing. And we have people that are 18 years old doing this, and we even have a couple that's in their 90s. So, and all across the gamut of all types of people that are doing this and making this happen. I've seen grown men cry because they're able to do things that they wasn't able to do for their family. I mean, just something as simple as being able to, if your car breaks down, going to buy tires right now, not having to wait. Why? Because now you have discretionary funds coming in consistently to the tune of thousands of dollars into your household just by writing on this 4x6 index card. I am so excited, and I'm excited for you. What I'm going to tell you to do is get back to the person who invited you and tell them, give me the link. Give me the link. Get yourself positioned today. Really, do yourself a favor. We are in February and still the beginning of the year. So guess what? You can now put yourself in a position and start bringing in this additional cash flow into your house. Make sure you get your answers. If you have questions, get them answered by the person who invited you, but get the link. I will be back tomorrow, same time. Come back to see me again. Bring as many people as you can. This needs to become a household name. Someone's praying right now for a way to bring extra cash into their home. They don't want to go out and drive Uber. They don't want to sell nothing. But guess what? They can sit right in the comforts of their home and now write letters. And it's proven and it works. Okay. So I'll be back tomorrow, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6 p.m. Eastern. Pack it out. Let's help people make this cash from home. My name is Ronette Turner Corley, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. All right. Until then, happy writing. Bye for now.